Hello electric car lovers, in this channel I cover all the latest tech news surrounding electric cars. I cover the background, feel and drive, the current selling price, and the specs and engineering that go into making each car. If you have an electric car that you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments below, because in today's video, I'm reviewing the new Volvo XC40. I'll be covering the most important features to see whether it crushes the competition or not with its luxurious interior, unlike the minimalism that we find in most EVs. Oh, and one more thing before I start. How does an electric car meditate? I guess it goes, Om. Okay, now back to the video. Volvo Cars produces the Volvo XC40, a compact premium crossover SUV, on September 21, 2017. It was introduced. Orders began to be taken in September of 2017 and production began in November of the same year. It was first offered with a conventional petrol and diesel engine, followed by a plug-in hybrid variant in 2019 and battery electric vehicle type, the XC40 Recharge, in 2020. At the 2018 Geneva Motor Show, the XC40 was named European Car of the Year, and the car was selected 2018-2019 Car of the Year in Japan. In January 2018, the magazine What Car named the XC40 Car of the Year, as well as Car Sales Car of the Year in 2018 and Irish Car of the Year in 2019. To fulfill worldwide demand, the business boosted manufacturing from 2018 to 2019. Volvo is a little late to the EV party for a company that prides itself on innovation, but that doesn't matter because the fully electric Volvo XC40 Recharge is poised to dominate an entire market in 2021. The Recharge, as its name implies, is based on the XC40, which is a terrific place to start. The normal XC40 is pleasant and practical, and the 2022 Volvo XC40 Recharge preserves those qualities. The Tesla Model Y and the Mercedes-Benz EQB are among the compact EV crossovers that the boxy baby SUV competes with. The Tesla has a longer driving range, but it isn't as attractive or well designed as the Volvo. Design and engineering. Speaking of design, when a company releases its first electric vehicle, it wants to make a big statement. Porsche and Ford both created whole new models, even going so far as to use their most precious nomenclature. Volvo seemed unconcerned about causing a stir. You could stroll right past the Recharge and not notice the little variations between it and a typical small SUV, because there's no engine to cool down. The outward alterations are quite minor, including a blocked-off front grille. Recharge badges are also seen on the sides and tailgate, as well as model-specific 19-inch alloy wheels, a panoramic sunroof, active LED headlights, and the distinctive Thor's Hammer daytime running lights are all standard. The understated style is appealing, but will it appeal to the die-hard EV crowd? After all, the only thing an EV driver enjoys more than the car is letting others know that they own one. It's similar to CrossFit and vegetarianism, but with automobiles. The XC40 Recharge has nearly identical proportions as the conventional XC40, with the exception of curb weight. The gas-powered XC40 has a top weight of 3,837 pounds, while the XC40 Recharge has a curb weight of 4,741 pounds thanks to the twin electric engine and battery pack. Although this crossover has a small footprint, it's heavier than the non-hybrid XC90, which is a significantly larger SUV. With the mirrors folded, this small crossover is 174.2 inches long, 65 inches tall, and 80.1 inches wide. Because of the battery in its belly, ground clearance has been reduced drastically from the conventional model's 8.3 inches to only 6.9 inches. Interior. The process of electrification has no effect on interior space. It's a good match for small crossover type with enough accommodation for a family of 4. Passengers in the front get 40.9 inches of legroom and 39 inches of headroom, while those in the back have 36.1 inches of legroom and 39.1 inches of headroom. Because of the black leather and strong C-pillars, the cabin might be very gloomy, but the standard panoramic sunroof brightens things up well during the day. The appealing charcoal Nubic cloth Napa leather upholstery adds to the roomy cabin's appeal. As previously stated, switching electric has no negative impact on space. The cargo capacity of the Volvo XC40 is 16 cubic feet to the top and rear seatback, 20.4 cubic feet to the headliner, and 46.9 cubic feet when the rear seats are folded down. You now have a frunk since there's no engine up front and the electric motor is situated low down. The XC40's frunk, on the other hand, is less than 1 cube in capacity. Still, it's a usable area that didn't exist before, and it's large enough to hold all the items you'll need to recharge at work. Small goods can be placed in a regular glove box or in a large bin under the armrest. Water bottles can be stored in the deep and spacious door pockets all around. For your chai lattes, there are 2 cup holders up front and 2 more in the back of the rear seat armrest. The Recharge is more luxurious model in the XC40 lineup, featuring a long list of comfort and driver aid options. It comes standard with keyless entry and drive, heated and power adjustable front seats, dual zone temperature control, and a new 12-inch digital instrument cluster. There are 3 display modes available on the latter. The calm mode is simple and gives one of the most important information, whereas the Navi mode includes step-by-step navigation direction. There's also a car-centric mode that concentrates on the driving assistance systems. When you use Pilot Assist, for example, it'll show you that the car from the top and the lines is detected on both sides. The Recharge boasts a number of driver assistance systems, including frontal collision warning, a rear view camera, blind spot monitoring, and cross-traffic alert. Volvo's simple interior design has been kept, but it has been modernized for improved performance. The Recharge has a 9-inch touchscreen with 4 vertical blocks and conventional button shortcuts beneath the screen. Volvo's previous system was beginning to show its age, but the company did something fantastic to make a new system seem more like a smartphone. It really sought assistance from a smartphone developer. Google's Android Automotive OS is installed on a new touchscreen. That means you can use Google Maps, Google Assistant, Google Keyboard, get over-the-air updates, and install more car-related applications from the Google Play Store. Don't worry if you're an Apple fanboy, the system may also be used with an iPhone. Although a 14-speaker Harman Kardon sound system with subwoofer is available, the conventional 8-speaker system suffices. Bluetooth connection is also provided as expected. Volvo deserves credit for making such a wise decision. Because they work in the same way, switching between a phone and a vehicle interface has never been easier. Here's a piece of advice for all other manufacturers. Go to the individuals who design and build smartphones if you want your infotainment system to operate as well as smartphones. Performance. The P8 AWD engine is what Volvo calls the Recharge's engine. It is powered by 2 electric motors, one for each axle. A 78 kWh lithium-ion battery powers these motors, resulting in a tremendous power output of 300 kW and 486 pound-feet of torque. As with other modern Volvo automobiles, the transmission is a single speed and peak speed is limited to 112 miles per hour. The EV motors spin at 14,000 RPM at peak speed, in case you were wondering. Because you're only permitted to drive at 85 miles per hour in some regions of the United States, that's completely okay. The XC40 Recharge has an electric all-wheel drive system that's always on. The motors aren't linked, but power is generally distributed 50-50 between the front and the back wheels. However, the car's brain may instantaneously adjust torque depending on driving circumstances. The Recharge's power output may make you think it's insanely quick, but that's not the case. The reported time from 0 to 60 miles per hour is 4.7 seconds. That used to be quick before current EVs, but in a world where a Tesla Model S Plaid can get there under 2 seconds, we need a new set of rules. Nonetheless, test drivers claim that the Volvo XC40 Recharge SUV offers immediate EV thrust. The 2 electric motors provide quick feedback no matter what the speed is. The Model Y performance is a tenth of a second faster to 60 than the Model Y long range, but it's easily faster. The 2021 Volvo XC40 Recharge can tow up to 2,000 pounds according to Volvo. That's not a lot, but it's a start. Battery life. The XC40 Recharge comes standard with a 75 kWh battery pack, and the EPA estimates a range of 223 miles per charge. With that range promise, the XC40 Recharge can compete with the Audi e-tron and Jaguar I-Pace, but it falls short of the Model Y, which can go more than 300 miles on a single charge. The XC40 Recharge will be able to charge a DC fast charging terminals as well as 240-volt home chargers. However, charging at home is preferable. The Volvo adds 32 to 37 miles per hour using a 3-phase 11 kW wall box for a completely empty battery. This approach will take 8 hours to fully charge. However, bear in mind that you won't be depleting the battery every day, and it will be charged from roughly 40 to 50% of the time. It's the same charging routine you use for your phone. Is there even a point when it reaches 0? Price and model range. The XC40 Recharge is offered in 2 trims. Here's the price of each trim. The Plus trim costs $56,395. The Ultimate trim costs $59,245. Although there are just 2 models, it is worthwhile to consider the options. A nice metallic color will set you back $695. Because the Recharge is already well equipped, the $1,300 Advanced package, which includes headlamp cleaning, Pilot Assist driver assistance with adaptive cruise control, a 360-degree video system, a 12-volt connection in the trunk, and wireless charging, is the sole choice. And this wraps up my review of the Volvo XC40. Let me know what you think of it. Thank you for sticking it out through the very end of this video. Nothing helps out my channel more than y'all watching the entire video. These videos take a long time to make, and they are a labor of love. If you'd like to see my channel grow, please help spread the word. And until next time, remember, the best experiences aren't about where you end up, but who you're lucky enough to be on the journey with.